Hi everybody, welcome back to Time Predicts, and this is another reading. So today I'm doing Gemini, Libra and Aquarius, the air signs. What are the next 48 hours looking for you, or what are they bringing to you? So next 48 hours for the air signs. So let's see what are the messages, air signs. I'm going to start with Gemini, Libra and then Aquarius. Gemini, Libra and Aquarius. I'm going to take this card because I saw it here. Look at this beautiful card. It's a new beginning. This is radiance. This is abundance. This is a new beginning. I get, a new day. Like when the sun shines, the sun is going to shine on you. New things are coming. This is radiance. You're going to glow with good health. You're going to glow. You're going to glow with good news, Gemini. And this is so beautiful. It's like almost the sun is shining with you, and almost, sun is shining on you and almost blessing you with new things and new beginnings and a lot of abundance. It is a lot of warmth, a lot of hugs, a lot of like being with your family, with your loved ones, especially affectionate words. I get the word affectionate words from the people you love. A lot of movement coming in the next 48 hours. Things will be moving faster than they were, or there'll be a lot of things. There'll be a lot of movement in your life. You could be moving from one place to another. If something was stuck somewhere, it's going to move really quickly. That's the message that I get from the spirit guys, that you're just going to move things quickly, and things are going to move quickly for you both ways. There'll be a lot of action in the next 48 hours, and which is good. Life will your hands will be full, and life will seem much more brighter with the first card, radiance, that we got. And I get the word swiftly. Swiftly things will happen also. When things happen quickly, I'm not going to say even without hard work, but here I get, even if you put in a bit of a hard work, I mean, things are going to just happen very quickly, and swiftly are the two words that are coming to me while I'm doing the reading. Release something that doesn't belong in your life. It's a new day. Remember, it's a new beginning we got. Look at this. Like the dry leaves are probably shedding, and they've almost shed, and look at the sun. You've got the sun here again. So there's a new beginning for you, new things coming up for you. It's, your life takes on a new turn. And I mean, reactions are new, love is new, renewed love. If somebody wasn't showing you much affection or wasn't really expressing themselves, I think it's a new day for a lot of things. The next 48 hours, I mean, they look very promising in a lot of ways. Old patterns are released, old people are released that don't belong in your life. Next 48 hours, negative feelings are released. If you have negative feelings for someone, or someone is holding any grudges or any problems against you, I mean, that will also be released. That's beautiful. There is communication coming next 48 hours. Important letters, important messages from companies, important messages from people. A lot of communication improving. Look at this. If people were distancing themselves from you, loved ones, for whatever, or they were away, but they're coming close to. I get, look at this. They're just kind of going to bring you good news. They're going to bring you news. So there's a lot of communication back and forth. I feel two-way communication happening, with the person you love, or it could be your, whatever. Like I said, a company letter, but definitely some positive, because I get a lot of positive feelings with these cards, Gemini. A lot of positive stuff happening in your life. 48 hours seem to be very important. Next 48 hours. So just remember that things will move very fast, and you have to have that energy to deal with things also that fast. This is cutting off old patterns. I don't know what old patterns. This is like, people or somebody who are like venomous, or they spoke words about you, or they spoke behind your back. You cutting them off, or they're going to leave themselves. That's what I get. Anybody, who doesn't belong in your life will actually move on. You will not have to worry about them. It's like, when things are clean, and it's a new beginning, and people who do not have to be there in your life, who bring in negativity, you never wanted them. So it's like they'll only step back, or something will happen, and they won't be in your life anymore, and you'll be thankful that everything is fine. So this is all old energy, that was that made you go in a cave like situation, or made you go in a uh, this is so much about a history with someone. Why is it coming? Your history with someone, your past with someone. This is more of a past, done with. Look at the cave. It's like you will be out of this cave. You'll be out of this. Whatever you had a history with someone, history with anything. You'll totally cut that out or cut it off, and it's a new beginning. Maybe that's why history and present is there, because there's nothing to do. in the past, or there's nobody in the past that will trouble you, or from the past that will trouble you. It is all new. And this is communication card has come is come again, twice. So this is very strong communication from someone, and they are really going to express themselves. And this is positive communication. This is words that you would love to hear from the person, or they'll make an effort. If somebody's not been making an effort, Geminis, they're going to make an effort and come towards you. This is beautiful, guys. So they are going to speak to you, or they're going to tell you something, or there has to be communication. Lot of words. I can hear a lot of words. I can hear a lot of affectionate words, a lot of loving words is what I hear with you. And I want to see you again. So somebody's going to tell you that they really want to see you, they miss you, they are not getting enough of you. And look at this, at the top of the deck is love. The distance between and your loved one is going to get reduced. You're going to come closer some way. Something is going to bring you closer, probably an incident that happened, something happened. But definitely look at this, hands, holding hands, and reaching out towards each other, and the person wants to see you again. Like, remember we said distance, and we spoke about distance, so the person really wants to be with you. That's beautiful. I love it when there are confirmations from the cards, when we talk and there is more, the cards are the same, and you understand me so well. So you really understand unspoken and spoken, and you understand their moods. You can figure them out. Probably they have a temper, probably you know how to handle them, and it's very difficult for other people to handle them, but you've got a way with them, and that's what they love. That doesn't matter, however, even if they don't say anything, you understand them through their eyes, or even with their silence or whatever. Even if they do not speak, you understand them so well. And look at this, I'm going to take this card. I'm very sure about us. So if your person is saying they're very sure about this relationship, and us is beautiful, it's from I to us, and you're going to move closer is what I get. This is building a beautiful bond or a relationship. And I'm going to take this card also, because this is at the end of the deck, and it says you are my world. So this is such a beautiful reading, Gemini, especially for the loved ones. And otherwise, there's a lot of communication probably from a loved one, or otherwise also, if you were waiting for any important calls, that could be from a company or anything. If you wanted to hear a good news, I get more of a good news. It's kind of rushing in is what I feel. That's awesome. So Gemini, that was your reading. Let's move on to Libra. Libra, let's see what are the messages for you. I'm just going to clear the energy of the cards. Let's see, Libra, what are the messages for you? Libra, it's time to change your perspective, or it's time to get a new perspective, because from where you're watching the problem, or where you're watching the things happen, is not the right perspective. There is more to it. Also, do not get involved in a fight is what I get, because the fight is going to take you in circles. I get almost a maze, a circle. I mean, it's taking you into circles, and something that's very small might seem very big to you, and it is actually not that big. It is like, the Milky Way is so far away, and it is huge. But right now what you're seeing is the perspective is not right. Or it could be that something big is very small right now, small is very big. You're seeing it in the opposite way. You're not seeing it the way it is. So okay, so the channel messages, you're probably not seeing the situation the way you should be seeing it. You have a very different view about it, or probably you do not have an eagle's view about it, or whatever is happening, it's also you're getting embroiled in that whole situation. You're getting pulled further. I get some forces pulling you in something. At the moment you want to get out of the situation, the more it's kind of pulling you down. It's almost getting stuck is the word that I get. So kind of get your perspective right, or see what perspective, I mean, what do you need to step back from the situation and see the whole situation, or do you need somebody else's perspective? Do you need help in that situation? Sometimes we cannot see the situation right. A third party or somebody from outside can see it better. So maybe there is an involvement of a person. You need to see the situation better. There's almost breaking free from something. Probably this is burdening. You remember I said it's almost like the weight is pulling down, and look at the whale, the weight of the whale. So something is really pulling you down. The more you want to come up, the more you're getting tangled in a situation. Yeah, that's a word. I want to get, the more you're getting sucked in like a whirlpool, and that's the kind of heavy feeling that I'm getting, that you really want to really want to come out of the situation. That's what I feel. And I feel you getting stuck. So try to get yourself out of the situation. This is innocence, this is being childlike, being worry free, wanting to be worry free. I think it's burden, and you were thinking of the past where you were totally worry free and there were no burdens. How carefree you are when we are kids, or when you were a kid. It was so beautiful, life was so beautiful. I get the word, it was so uncomplicated. Right now things seem so complicated for you, and you wish you could go back to the past. In this one I get, I wish I could go back to the past. There is a celebration coming up, and look at this, it's a blessing, because I want to take this card. Both are celebrations and a blessing. So something is going to be a blessing in disguise for you. That's the message that I get. So something is a blessing in disguise and you're going to celebrate it. And this is more carefree. Do you want to be, are you missing that? Is your freedom being clipped? Are your wings being clipped? Freedom being taken away? You want to really be like the child you were once, with no cares in the world and nobody to tell you what to do. And you didn't have to worry about money or something. Now the life seems so burdened, and probably that's why you're missing your past. And you're living your past through pictures or something, or probably you met friends from people, friends with you met friends when you were very young. You used to play with them. So something to do with that, something to do with going back in the past again is what I'm getting. The second time I got this card. So you really want to pull out of the situation. You really want to break free. I get that. Look at this, trying to get so much out of the water, but still something holding you back. Is it your own weight? Is it the weight of the problem? But the second time this card has come out. Just focus on the problems. Remember, perspective isn't right, because I think also you're addressing too many things together. It could be that there's so many problems, you do not know which one to correct first, or you do not know which problem to address first. So if you focus well on your problems, or if you focus well, you will get the solution. Do not look everywhere. This is the point where you need to focus. That's all. Probably there's so much happening in your life, so you do not know what is more important right now to address, or there's so many people wanting your attention, or you do not know what priority to keep them on, and they all are demanding your attention. So something is really pulling you down, worries or something, and you want to break free. It's like almost wanting to go on a trip and saying, I want time off from everybody. That's what I feel. Look at this, everything is so heavy, Libra. Why is that? I mean, look at this submerged, and look at the icebergs. Icebergs carry so much weight. There's perspective for you, and there is, it's just the tip of the iceberg, and that's our saying, So there is so much more. Is it hidden, or the problem looks really different? Is more probably the perspective was right. Remember, we were talking small looks big and big looks small. Exactly, probably the tip of the iceberg is very small, but you do not know how deeper the problem is or deep rooted the problem is. So there, the perspective is not right. So you must be thinking, it's a small thing to address, small problem to address. But look at this, it's submerged. You do not know how much of more, is there underwater. So things are really murky, not really clean. Probably you do not have much information about it. Probably, it's like, I get deception also. Is somebody deceiving you? You still do not know what the situation is like. And those are the messages that I get. And something is going to get activated, right now in 48 hours. I mean, is the weight going to be lifted off your shoulders? Is the problem going to come out more? Are you going to see a solution? But things will happen next 48 hours. It also could be, adding fuel to fire. It's also that things are already messy and then something happens and it gets worse. I mean, is it positive? Is it negative? It's totally on you. It's all about your perspective here. I feel it is about perspective somewhere. So that's what I feel. Let's see what are the love messages for you. I'm going to get some love messages for Libra. I'm confused right now. So maybe a person is confused right now, is not telling you the right story. There's more to a story than you know. Maybe they want to say more. Maybe you do not know what's happening. Have faith in me. And this came reverse, so I'm not going to take it reverse, but they want you to have faith in them. Maybe they want to explain the situation, maybe they want you to put in more faith, maybe they want you to trust them, maybe they will come up with what's happening, maybe they cannot tell you right now, but definitely they want you to have more faith in them. And they are confused right now. I'm going to get in touch soon, so they're going to tell you what's going to happen. They're going to get in touch with you soon. There'll be a call. I'm sorry, I did not mean to hurt you. So probably they were in a situation where they could not do anything, you know. It was not in their control. I get a situation was not in their control. I don't know what it means to you, but definitely, you know, they're confused right now how to approach you. Okay, that's a message that I get. They do not know how to approach you, what to say, but they are definitely, I think, going to call you and explain it to you. I get they need to explain a lot to you. You know, there are a lot of explanations involved here. That's what I feel. So that was your reading, Libra. I'm going to go on to Aquarius. Aquarius, let's see what are the next 48 hours looking for you like. Gemini reading was totally different. Libra was totally different. Let's see Aquarius. Aquarius, what are the messages for you? Something is still not clear to you. Something is murky. Something is needs explanation. Some questions you need to get answered from someone. You need answers to something. The message that I get here is you need answers. That's why this is reversed. It's not upright. It's not as pure as you think. It's not as clean as you think. The situation is not as clean as you think, which means there is more to the story. I mean, even the second pile was similar, you know, somewhere similar to this, but yeah, very different pile from Gemini. You got to breathe easy, let things happen, you know. I think just go with the flow is the message here. Just go with the flow. I think you're going against the flow. You're trying something, you're trying very hard to make something happen. So you got to breathe and let it happen, okay? Do not go against the flow, because that's not going to bring you any results. There's a path charted for you. There's a course charted for you already. So you got to breathe easy and let things happen. Please go with the flow. Definitely a delay in celebration. Definitely a delay in good news. Definitely a delay in which had to make you feel like you want to dance. Maybe your dancing lessons are delayed. I don't know what it means, but do you dance or something, or you are not feeling too well? Did you hurt yourself and you're like, I will take my lessons later? It's like delayed lessons. I get delayed lessons. Somebody's been changing their shape. Somebody's been changing whatever they said. Somebody's been promising something else. So things like this, I said, it's not very clean. It's like shape shifting, you know. It's always one thing, one day saying something else, the second day saying something else, third day saying something else. So somebody's not keeping to their story is what I get, you know. Because somebody is maybe lying, and that's why they cannot keep up with the story, because they have to change it every time. And as you know, if you're telling the truth, you do not have to remember a version of it. You know, truth is truth, so you do not have to remember what you said. But somebody is probably lying to you, and that's what you're picking up. I mean, you kind of picking it up that somebody is lying to you, and you're not very happy about it. Somebody treated you like you were really you were really trustworthy, you know, and you really trusted someone, and somebody treated you like that. They mistreated you because they were like, oh, they're like, you know, they trust me so much, so I can do anything, and they will not question me. Remember, I said question. So you let them do anything, and there was no question. It could be a work situation. I mean, you didn't question your boss, you didn't question your employees. Somebody, mismanaged the accounts or something, but somebody did something, and sorry, they're changing the story. Somebody here is not telling the truth, and you know they took you very lightly, and they did not tell you the truth. Sorry guys, I'm just going to have something. My cough came back. Okay, let's see what are the other messages. Aquarius, what's happening in your life? Aquarius, you need to change things. You need to change the situation. It's in your hands, okay? You got to change your personality for this. Sorry, if you're too trusting, you have to change that, because you got to be smart in the situation. You know, you cannot trust people like, you know, kids trust anybody or whatever. You know, somebody treated you like that. I mean, you need to grow up. That's the message that I get. You need to grow up, and things will be better, because you need to do some growing up and handling the situation, being mature. Look at this. Karma is going to get them. Somebody definitely did wrong to you. Somebody did wrong to you. I do not know why, but I extremely strongly get this message, and I feel karma is going to get them. Don't worry, you know. You keep doing what you're doing, you know. I know you're like a child and somebody really played with your feelings, could be, but you just let them, you know, just leave it because karma is going to get them. Let's see what are your love messages, what all I can tell you. I don't want to fight. So somebody's saying they do not want to fight. They probably want to mend it, but you're like, I do not want this. I feel you don't want it. Have faith in me. So they're like, okay, now have faith in me. I have spoiled the situation, this, but have faith in me. I did it because it was this. It's now on you to believe it or not. Sorry, I did not mean to hurt you. So they did hurt you, but they are also saying I did not want to fight. These could be different messages, remember. I'll never leave you, so they're promising you this. But they've got to change their ways. I mean, it's okay they want to be with you, but this could be a standalone message for someone if you wanted to hear this. I feel this could be a standalone message, you know, because this is a general reading. I will never leave you. If you were getting insecure in the relationship, the person is saying they'll not leave you, okay? Because they're happy with you. So why will they leave you? For some of them, they have family problems. And at the end of the deck is please be patient with me. So probably they'll prove themselves, probably they'll prove they were right, probably they'll say sorry, probably they'll ask for forgiveness. But for some of you, this is the message for you. Please be patient with me. Probably they need more time. That's the message that I'm getting. Probably they need more time for something, more time to mend things, or probably more time to explain themselves or whatever happened in the situation. But definitely, I mean, all the three piles are very different. So thank you so much. I'll be back another reading. I'll do the other signs soon enough. Thank you so much, guys. Good night.